It was a little better. We got to do better as a team. Gather around the ball more, but I think we did pretty good keeping them contained and doing our job.
What were your guys' kind of defensive objectives entering this game? What did you guys want to achieve?
Just to stop the run and show that we could stop the run and that I think I said to stop the run this week, for real.
Denzel, could you kind of take us through the first touchdown catch you had, the look that they gave you, what you guys were looking for there?
Yeah, we've been scheming it all week, quarters coverage. The route that we have specifically is to attack the blind spot of the DB and come back across the face while we have the other safety in quarters being held by the other receiver on the outside. And, it was just an open shot. We took it and we hit it.
Denzel, for you even personally, did this feel like a really just good bounce back week for you, kind of like a monkey off the back?
Yeah, it felt great for sure. Having a good game is always awesome and stuff like that. But, I feel like we just left a lot of meat on the bone. And, we're just looking forward to attacking next week.
Isaiah, at some point you had to feel them feeling frustrated with not being able to do much. Is there anything that stood out to you where you could just tell that they were just shaking?
I really didn't look at all their frustration. We just wanted to keep going, keep stopping, getting our 3 and outs, and play all 4 quarters. So we just didn't want to look at that.
In the goal line stand, were they excited to go?
That was amazing. That was a good little play by our defense, just standing up and stopping them.
What does Coach Belichick say to you guys as a group before a series like that when they've got the ball at the 2-yard line to start out?
After it, just stop the run. Just be physical, just be tough, and we know what we could do, so just do it. So.
How much did Elijah's track down on that punt return kind of spark you guys on defense?
Man, seeing him run like that just made me want to keep going harder, guys like that giving effort still, and it's just unbelievable by EJ.
Denzel, what was it like to watch the defense kind of put on a performance like this?
It was great. That always hypes us up because, we see them go do great, and we're like, all right, let's bounce back and let's go put a score on the board for them, Those goal line stops, they're big, they're huge, those are game-breaking situations. So, we just love to see it, and that just keeps us going on a high note.
You had Maximus McCree out there for the first time as a starter. How was he in the huddle? Was he nervous?
Sorry, could you?
McCree started for the first time instead of Swanee, who's banged up, I guess.
Yeah.
How did he do? Was he nervous in the huddle? Was he comfortable? How did he do?
I think he did a great job. I think he stepped up to the plate and delivered exactly what we asked him to do, and that's really all I can say about that.
How do you feel your connections with Will? You guys feel like this is kind of like a coming out party for you? You guys really are in sync now?
Yeah, I feel like, we've been in sync. We just haven't hit on a lot of big balls recently, but, when it comes to us being in sync, and not just me with the other receivers, I think we're at a good point right now.
Did you have any reaction to them trying to kick the field goal?
Say it again?
Did you have any reaction to them kicking the field goal and they're on the 4th and 1? I feel like most people go in that situation. Did you feel like that was a testament to your defense at all, or did you even think about that?
Well, I feel like our defense just like that. So seeing that just, we do that every day in practice, so it wasn't that big.
Denzel, how important is Jonah's pass catching to this offense? It seemed 3 catches today, 36 yards. What dimension does that add?
It just adds a whole nother aspect. When you have a check down that you can catch the ball and also take it for another 15, 20 without even expecting that's what the play is going to be, that always adds a new dynamic and a new explosive feature to what we could do.
Who had better hurdle, him or Giles?
He had 2, so I'm going to give it to Jonah, but my guy Giles, he got up there too, you know what I mean?
Isaiah, how important was Carson Burner's interception late in the second quarter?
And it was vital, man. Just to keep going, keep pushing, that we're going to keep getting 3 and outs, and seeing Carson do that, it just, push the whole defense to keep getting more 3 and outs, probably get another pick or something like that. That's about it.
Considering that he was, injured at the end of the Apple Cup, what did it mean to you guys for him to be out there today?
Man, he's like our leader. Seeing him bounce back from that injury, and play his butt off and play really good, and just looking at that, I want to be like that guy. If I'm hurt, just keep going and stuff like that.
You have a bunch of big, long corners in the secondary who Coach Belichick loves to just trust in man coverage. How does that make your job easier as a pass rusher, especially when you guys are forcing them into 3rd and longs, seeming ladders?
Just that trust and Belichick trusting us to go pass rush and do our thing. It means a lot for us because we do a lot more when we got more trust.
Isaiah, you guys had 2 goal line stands in this game. You had a really big one in the Eastern Washington game. What does it just say about your defense? What does it mean for you guys?
That we're dogs. We like to hit. We like to get physical. That's it.
What's it like your first career sack for Washington? I guess how did that feel for you?
Good. Many more to come.
What's it like going against Max in practice? Because I know obviously you were with the first string throughout fall camp, and it kind of seemed like he was bouncing between. From a defensive perspective, what's it like to go against Max?
He always gives me good work. We always go head-to-head competition. I win one, he win one, and we go back and forth. And just building that competition is really good, really good.
Isaiah, we've seen Kamori House get a lot more work in the defense these last 2 weeks. What have you kind of seen from him just as he's developed into the player that he's kind of becoming these last few weeks?
What we see is like he got a lot of relentless effort, and he likes to play physical, and he likes to play ball. Like he don't like think a lot on the field. He like to go hit and play ball, and that's what we like.
Denzel, you guys got your first Big Ten win, your first Big Ten conference game. It's good to get that out of the way. But do you feel part of history? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it feels great. You know what I mean? Like, it's our first time Big Ten conference. It's always going to go down in the books that, we won our first game in the Big Ten. And, I think that's a big thing, not only for us, but also for our alumni to see, us continuing what they began years ago. But yeah, it's exciting, It's a great beginning to a new start.
One more question. Okay.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to start with thanking our fans. That was awesome today. And it was just a great atmosphere. Students were awesome. It was great to see the students. They were there early. We had a great crowd early. It was great for our guys during pregame. So just start with that. Overall, start with our defense. And our defense just played extraordinary. I don't really know if there's many other good adjectives to describe a team that I think we held them to 112 yards of total offense. I think on neither side they were under 60 yards passing, under 60 yards rushing, 2 takeaways, 2 interceptions, a goal line stand, which was just awesome. I mean, you think about that, We scored a touchdown on offense to go up 24 to 5, I think it was. And they go ahead and return a kickoff 90-something yards. And Elijah Jackson, making that effort play. We asked all week to strain. We said, how hard can we practice this week to see if our energy and our effort can show up on game day? To see that strain from him, to knock him out of bounds on the 3 and then have a goal line stand was just was pretty special. Great plays by everybody. Great play calling by Steve. And throughout the whole game, and I thought our whole defensive staff did a fantastic job. Offensively, you know, we started pretty fast after the first drive. I think we scored on offense 3 drives in a row there. We went touchdown, field goal, touchdown. But then I don't know if we necessarily got in our rhythm like we would like to. We were backed up. We thought we had a great shot to take a shot play and didn't execute that. Not a good call by me to put us in that position. So I'll take that one. And then outside of that, I thought we had a good, smooth second half. We had the ball. We moved down there. We got into field goal position. We went for it on a 4th and 1 there at the end. I didn't want to go kick a field goal to go up, whatever it would have been, 28-2 or whatever it might have been. So I thought that was the right thing to do. I would have liked to seen us execute and get that first down. But we need to be better. I thought that we were more disciplined. We did a really good job. They tried to get us with snap count a bunch of times, and our guys did a great job of not jumping there. We got a great challenge ahead of us going across the country to Rutgers. They're going to have a great atmosphere. It's going to be a blackout from what I understand. I think they're undefeated right now. But I'm very proud of our team currently that we're sitting here at 1-0 in the conference. And, again, just hats off to our defense.
One goal line stand. It was really almost 2, especially because you forced that field goal. That's 2 goal line stands, plus you had the one at Eastern Michigan. I mean, can you just talk about what that means for this defense?
Yeah, I think it's clear that, and it starts with Steve. I remember telling you guys after the Eastern Michigan game was 4th and 1, and I went for it, and I said to Steve, "Are you good with this?" And he said, "We got to stop them no matter where they are." And if the defense takes that mentality of we got to stop them no matter where they are. They've taken that personality on, and then, hey, it's 4th and 1 on the 1, it's 3rd and 1 on the 1, it's 1st and goal on the 2, whatever it might be. I did think they were going to go for it when they kicked the field goal that other time, but I think we had 7 or 8 goal line plays that they got 1 yard when you count up the 2 drives. So just a fantastic job, and it starts with the mentality of we're going to defend every blade of grass and strain.
What does it say about this defense that they had a performance like this, considering that Mikal, Zach, guys you've relied upon the last 3 games, weren't available today?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a situation where we're always going to emphasize and preach the next man up. I mean, you think about the fact that Kamori House is now a true freshman, but he's growing up fast, right? He's got an interception. We had a lot of plays that Brian Parham played when Bruner was still working through his shoulder. We had the safeties with Broussard and Cam Fab, and I haven't looked at all the tape on all the guys that showed up, but there was a lot of players that played, and that next man up mentality is real. I mean, you emphasize it all the time, and I saw it on offense too. You know, Will got hit on one of his scrambles. Looked like he was gimping a little bit. We put Demond in, 3rd down conversion. Demond to Denzel, hit a slant. Demond went 2 for 2, 28 yards, threw a hitch, drove us down, got us in position. We scored a touchdown there. So Adam Muhammad at the end of the game made a big 3rd down conversion. So I just believe that if we can continue to play our young guys with our older guys, and remember it's only year 1 with this team, that everybody is kind of still figuring it all out, I think we can continue to build into something throughout this process and just get better each week.
You mentioned getting strained. How much does your heart or mind strain when you see Jonah hurdle, but also how is that a benefit given how physical he runs?
You know, this hurdling thing, I don't know where this started, but I feel like it's been like following me from Tucson to here. Tanner McLaughlin was like the hurdler of all hurdlers when we were in, I'm like, what are we doing? And then Giles hurdles, then Jonah hurdles. So I don't know, it must just be something that the guys do. That they're just so athletic. They're so athletic that I guess, it's just one of those things that, yeah, I just say protect yourself, man. Don't leave yourself so exposed.
Durfee a long-term or short-term injury?
Who's that?
Long-term, short-term
No, I'm very hopeful that Durfee will be back Friday night. I'm very hopeful of that. Again, I can't, not a doctor, but that's my hope.
What's Solani and Max's situation right now?
I think they'll continue. I don't know the medical deal on Max. I haven't spoken to our trainers or doctors yet, but I believe that we probably should be able to continue to rotate them like we've been doing, and in the same way of Hatchet and D'Lo, and in the same way of Hatchet and guard, and just continue that rotation.
Will Rogers, before he got here, I don't think he's ever taken a snap under center, and he's obviously had some issues. What do you do to clean that up?
Yeah, I mean, we've taken, thousands of snaps under center. One ball, I think one ball didn't get up off the ground, so that's going to be a fumble no matter what. So he fell on that one, and the other one, I think that's the only fumbled snap that I could think of that hit his hands that we didn't, handle. So we'll just continue to work on snaps, and we play under center about, 40% of the time. I don't know what the percentage is there. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's about that. So we run about 40% of our snaps. We practice that in practice as well.
Carson Bruner was able to do today?
Really, really impressed with his toughness, his strain. We talked all week about, as a team, how hard can we push? How much can we strain? How willing are we to go? And he was like, Coach, I got it. We'll be fine. And he and Zoe are just tremendous leaders. And then the interception was a great play. I think he had 6 tackles, at least initially. That's what I saw. So, Carson's been a great leader for us, and looking forward to just watching him continue to lead us for these next eight games and beyond, hopefully, and then also teach these young guys, how to become the type of leader that he is.
On the safety, anything Will could have done differently there?
No, I think he thought Jonah got out. They held Jonah up. He was trying to throw it over Jonah's head, and they said that Jonah wasn't out in the flat.
How important is Jonah's pass catching to your guys' offense?
Really important. He's got really good hands. He's shown that throughout the last 3 years that I've had Jonah. We really spent a lot of time during certain special teams periods focusing in on his pass catching and pass route running. He made a huge third down conversion for us early in the game, and then made a couple other big plays. There was a check down that we hit him on a play action pass where we tried to take a shot. And again, I think he had almost 35 yards of receiving, and it's critical for us.
You mentioned during the week that, maybe Denzel wishes he could have dived for the pylon in the Apple Cup. How was this as a kind of response performance for him?
I thought the whole team responded really well. We talked about strain, and we talked about process all week long, and we kept emphasizing to the team, guys, this is all new to all of us. We're all here for the first time together. We had, very few people on the team that ever played together before, and we're going to just continue to improve each time. Denzel took an opportunity to improve from last game to this game. He showed up. He practiced that way, and then he made some huge plays on the field. And obviously it was a beautiful touchdown, the first touchdown, and then also a tremendous job of crossing the face of the corner in the second touchdown.
First Big Ten win for this university. Can you just talk about what that means?
Yeah, I gave Pat the game ball. I said, as the athletic director, you deserve the game ball for the first ever conference Big Ten win. And we're so excited about being in this conference. And we understand the responsibility to be in this conference. You watched the football, whether you watched the game last night, the games today. I mean, Big Ten football is top to bottom, really, really good teams. And we got to be ready to go. And we're going to have to compete in all aspects if we're going to play in the Big Ten and win in the Big Ten. And that's in the NIL space, that's in the facility space, that's in the recruiting space, that's in the nutrition space. If you're going to win in the Big Ten and you're going to take on these programs, we're going to compete and have to compete in all of those areas, and we're looking forward to doing that.
Elijah was a starter last year. He makes obviously the play in the Sugar Bowl. He's not starting for you guys right now. How have you seen him handle that, and then what does that say about him to make a play like that on special teams?
Yeah, well, that was going to be my first example was if you're doing anything other than competing, you're not going to make that play on special teams. And what I'm so impressed with Elijah is he knows it's a three-man battle every single day of practice on who's going to go out first, right? But they're all rotating through. He knows it's a three-man battle when it comes to being a gunner on punt. He knows it's a battle on who's going to cover kicks. And that opportunity that he took to go out there on a kickoff coverage and make that play and keep them out of the end zone, that is a phenomenal play, and he's going to be rewarded for that based on his effort and his strain.
Northwestern is just 2 of 13 on third down. Was there any sort of emphasis this week in practice leading up to force Northwestern into that, knowing they haven't been great this year?
Yeah, we talk about winning on first down. If you win on first down, then you have the ability to make a team more one-dimensional. And then I would say what we were able to do is, and I don't know the exact stats trying to keep track of both sides of the ball, but it felt to me they were in 3rd and 8+ a lot. And the longer yardage you're in, the better opportunity you have, obviously, to get them not to convert. But I felt that defensively we had a great plan on first down. And if you win first down, you traditionally come out with really great percentages in third down.
Coach, after last week, a lot of criticism on your 4th down call. What was your best call today?
Oh, I don't know. Our players, I give credit to our players when we call plays, and they executed some great ones today. They went out there and they did a great job.
You have the belief that a guy can't lose his position based on injury, and with that being said, the Swanee-Max combination of left tackle, how do you feel Max did today, and how close is Swanee to coming back?
Oh, yeah. I think those two guys are going. Swanee came back. He had a play in that. I don't remember if it was the full 4th quarter or how much he played. But I would say that, he and Max are going to continue to compete. And they're both going to continue to get better. They both have multiple years left. And we're looking forward to continuing to let them grow in this process of getting better every week.
Since they're both banged up, who would be another tackle out there if you needed them?
We have Khalid Tafai, who's had fantastic practice reps as well. So feel really good if he needs to go out there. And he's had multiple reps at tackle for us all throughout camp. We would put Drew and call it Swanee out, and then the next group would be Khalid or Paki Finau. Both guys have had plenty of reps at tackle that if we needed to do that, we could.
How does this week change with a Friday game on the East Coast?
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to give the players off tomorrow rather than Monday. And then kind of treat it like you would if you were playing on a Monday night football game and then play Sunday. So you would go the day off after the game, which would be tomorrow for our guys. Then we'll bring them in on Monday, and we'll practice in the evening to try to get ready for the nighttime practice mentality, a 7 p.m. practice, try to get some under the lights work. And then after that, we'll just go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then get on the plane Thursday morning. Get there Thursday around 5. And then should be in a good spot to be able to play Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific time. Thanks, guys. Okay, have a great day. See you Monday.